Class, this is chapter 16, and now we're going to start delving into the issue of control. So let's talk about that. Control. Well, first thing is, with all forms of control, there's always a process. So let's see what the process of control is. The first thing that you have to do when you're going to control a situation is you have to have a set of standards of how you're going to do things so that you have a baseline, so to speak. So the first thing, you set the standards. The next, in order to exert some level of control, you have to see what's going on. You have to measure performance. Okay? Who's doing what, how fast they're doing it, how much money is coming in, when is it coming in, etc., etc. Now you have a baseline, plus you have observations. You get to your next step. You're going to compare what you see against what you expect. Okay, that's obvious. So that now you have some idea of whether things are better, worse, or the same. And now you're going to modify, which is what control is all about. You're going to evolve. You're going to reward where there's success. In other words, continue to do it. And where there are issues, things aren't working well, you're going to modify either the behavior or the activity that's involved in that. And then what are you going to do? Because it's a process, we go back to the beginning. Set the new standards. They're now modified to reflect the changes that we've made. You're going to measure the performance again, and you're going to compare the two. And again, you're going to reward the success and correct the issues. In other words, it is a process that is continual. It is dynamic. Just like every other process that we've discussed, and like any process you're going to discuss in the business world. What types of control are we talking about? Anything that tries to exert change or manage change is control. Let's look at three that they discussed in the book. First, quality control, sometimes called quality control, QC, quality assurance, QA. Okay? Quality control, the big thing you want to take away from the chapter is the concept of Six Sigma. This was a methodology and an objective that was developed in order to make the minimum number of failures of electronics equipment. So when you open the box, it works. Okay? That's what Six Sigma is all about, to reduce the failures and the costs that are related to failures to an absolute minimum. There are financial controls. Right? We do audits, we set budgets, we look at cash flow. And when you go to do financial accounting, you're going to learn about DuPont ratios, about profit ratios, debt ratios. All these ratios and the information that underlies them allows us to have a level of control within the company. There's market control. This one, you're looking at the market share. In other words, what is the company doing in the marketplace? Is it making money in the marketplace? Is it getting a bigger market share? Is it market share shrinking? So these are different types of control, because if the market share is shrinking, obviously, that's not, you're going to have to correct an issue and try to find out who can correct it and reward that. If you're making money, then you're going to reward the people that make the money, but you're going to correct the people that don't make your money. And if it's quality, if things are failing, that's bad, correct them. If they're succeeding, in other words, you open the box and it works, then it's a success. So the big thing to take away from this control chapter, two overriding concepts. The first one is the idea of a process. Everything has a process. Identify the process. And you'll notice thematically it's always the same. One of identifying where you're at, setting a standard, comparing, and moving on. And then the types of control equating to managing change, okay? And that's what these are for. Now in the next chapter we're going to continue with our discussion of control and how to facilitate and manage it. We'll see you soon as we do chapter 17.